Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Destination Madrid with us from Eurovision Ireland. Quick hello from around the room. We have John and Staggy,
Hi, folks.
Sarah,
Hi everyone.
James,
Hi everyone.
Bogdan,
Hi, everyone.
and finally me, Richard. So on to our third look at the review of songs from this year's Junior Eurovision Song Contest. And this year's episode, today's episode, sorry, has a theme and it's multiple winners. So up first is John speaking about Poland, who won in 2018 and 2019.
Thanks, Rich. Right, this is called All Together. I mean, it's sung by Dominic Arim. I'll get that in first. Poland really had the finger on the pulse a few years ago, but I'm sorry, I don't know whether it's the pulse has gone somewhere else. This is a nice little mature ballad. Nicely constructed. There's no surprises to it. Um, it's lacking something though. I can't put my finger on what, but there's something not quite there. I've got a feeling it might appeal to the parents of the kids that are watching, but I don't know whether it would appeal as much to the children that are watching compared to some of the other stuff that the other songs that we're hearing during the course of this. And it's on before another ballad, which in my opinion is a bit better. Um, that aside, he's got a pretty decent voice. Um, he's a vision in linen, which I wonder if he's going to be wearing his nice linen and ecru coloured suits on the night. It is going to come down a lot down to stage performance. Maybe if they can get the staging right, this might really lift this. I want to like it. I want to like it because I know Poland have got a really good pedigree in this, and there was a time when they could win any time they choose. But it's nice they're going down the ballad route um, instead of something a bit more up tempo, which they have won wins with. So at least they're experimenting. But I don't think this is going to do that well. I'm sorry, Poland, but you know, prove me wrong.
Thank you, John. So now we're moving over to Malta, who won the contest in 2013 and 2015. And to tell us about this year's entry, it's Sarah.
Right, so this year's Maltese entry is being sung by Ramirez Sabiras with a song called, and I hope I get this pronunciation right, Stilla Chekna. Okay, so as you probably gathered by the song title, it's a song in Maltese, and I'm going to start off by saying I have to give credit to Malta for this, for actually doing something in Maltese. It's something I always wish that they'd try in the adult contest. But and it's going to be interesting to see from this point of view to see how this goes down in Junior Eurovision, because that might actually be a reflection on how potentially a Maltese song could do in the adult contest. So going on to the song itself, so I've seen both the video and the live performance of this. It's one of the few sort of that I've actually done a live performance, and I have to say that he's definitely got the vocals there to pull it off live. So the video itself is very, very classy video. It's sort of he starts off stranded stuck on a stranded boat, holding a lantern, and then he's surrounded by candles. It's lovely. It's very, very slick. It's very classy. It almost makes me think it should be something out of a Disney musical. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how it came across to me. And I think it's because of that, it's going to appeal to the junior audience, and but it's also got the potential to appeal to a more adult audience as well. Now, it could go either way, particularly given that the song is in Maltese. So obviously you've got the language sort of difficulty that's because it's not a very common language. So it could go either way. It might stand out against some of the others on some of the many up-tempo songs that we've got in the contest this year, or it could be easily forgotten. It is performing, is it performing last in the running order? So that might give it some advantage because it's obviously it's going to be more easily remembered. So I think sort of from that point of view, it's got the potential. It's one of those that I just wouldn't like to say it could go either way.
Thank you, Sarah. Now we move over to Georgia, who won the contest in 2008, 2011, and 2016. And to tell us about this year's entry, it's James.
So this year, Georgia are being represented by a young man called Andrea Putkaradzic, and he's singing it to my mother, or to my mum. And first things that I noticed about this song is, my goodness, the vocals are really there. I'd argue Andrea is probably the strongest vocalist we have in this year's lineup. He can really belt this out with aplomb, which I think is going to go down incredibly well. We know Georgia have form at Junior Eurovision. You know, they're sort of tied with France for the most victories to their name. And I'd argue, given France's shorter back catalogue, that title really does belong to Georgia. The song itself, Sarah was just saying about Malta having quite a Disney feel. I feel like this has a very Disney feel as well. It's very sweet. It's very twee. There's a sort of a tick, 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 tick all the way through it, which is it's a memorable hook and also kind of irritating. So I think depending on where your sensory things lie, that could either work very well or work against it. This feels very much like a song that needs a stage. And I think how Georgia staged this is going to determine whether it's going to be sort of heading for the top spot or whether it's going to land more in the middle. Vocally, he's there, he can do it. Musically, it's interesting. So as I said, it's sort of quite Disney-esque. I like the sort of changes they have in there. So it sort of goes from silent to very loud to silent. So again, it's memorable. It has those hooks. But I feel like some songs really need a stage to tell their story. And I think this is definitely going to be one. Georgia had a bit of a rough run at the contest last year. You know, for a country that regularly score in the top 10 and regularly found themselves in first. Last year felt like a bit of a miss for them, which is a shame. I feel like this is much more of a return to form. How much of a return to form remains to be seen. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. I think this has a lot of potential.
Thank you, James. And finally, for this episode, we're going to Armenia, who won the contest in 2010 and 2021. Bogdan, could please return to Yerevan next year?
Well, there's a possibility. This year, Armenia is sending Leo and Cosmic Friend, and we're ending this evening, this episode, with a really boppy song, really fun, energetic. It's something that we've seen from Armenia in the past 3 years, and funny enough, because I'm speaking about that, the composers are the same one that composed Kami Kami in 2021, the winning song. So David Badalian, Vaham Petrosyan, and even including Malena had a say in this song. And it shows because it's fun, it's entertaining. And if we look at the video, we have a slick choreography. Leo is very charismatic. He knows how to work with the camera, and everything in this song works. I just wish they would have done something different because this is the same recipe that we've seen a couple of years ago. However, I think if it all goes well, there might be a chance of repeating the same result. I don't know. But definitely I enjoy it. It's a fun, good song.
Thank you, Bogdan. As always, we'll quickly go around the room and do we think any of this episode's songs could possibly make the top 5 or even win it? John?
Yes, there's one of this 4 that could win it. There is one. There's another one that, judging by its pedigree, could do really well as well. And then there's a surprise in there, I think.
Sarah?
One that could win it, one that could hit top 5, I think.
James?
I see 2 potential winners, and I see 2 doing very well if the wind's blowing in the right direction. I'm not sure they're solid top 5, so.
And Bogdan?
I have to agree with Sarah. I see a winner and a top 5.
I think I have to agree with all of you. I could see at least 2, maybe 2 in top 5, maybe 1 winner. But we'll find out on the 16th of November. So for me and all the rest of the... forgetting, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and of course the website where you can see all our build up to the contest. But for now, from all of us, goodbye.